Hey, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. The Dallas Cowboys universe is buzzing with anticipation as the whispers of a seismic shift in the NFL landscape grow louder. And at the center of it all is none other than Chase Young, a name that has already struck fear into offensive lines across the league. Rumors have been circulating for weeks about the Cowboys' intentions, and insiders claim that the team has been meticulously plotting a strategy that would finally allow them to dominate the trenches like never before. Sources close to the organization suggest that the acquisition of Young was not just a reactionary move, but a calculated plan that involved months of scouting, detailed film analysis, and high-stakes negotiations. Fans are practically vibrating with excitement at the thought of Young's speed, power, and relentless pursuit of quarterbacks wreaking havoc against some of the league's most formidable offensive units. Conversations in bars, sports forums, and social media threads all echo the same sentiment. The Cowboys have made a statement, and it is loud, bold, and impossible to ignore. The sheer potential of pairing Young with the existing defensive talents has analysts speculating about the possibility of redefining defensive dominance in ways that have not been seen in years, with the franchise seemingly intent on sending a clear message to every team in the league that their offensive lines may never be safe again. Word on the street is that Chase Young's integration into the Cowboys' defensive scheme is expected to be seamless, thanks to the innovative coaching strategies that have been quietly shaping the team's identity behind closed doors. Reports suggest that the coaching staff has designed multiple packages specifically tailored to Young's strengths, including hybrid defensive sets that allow him to exploit mismatches, attack from angles rarely defended, and capitalize on his remarkable agility and strength. Observers are noting that his ability to read offensive schemes, combined with the Cowboys' depth across the defensive front, could result in a level of pressure that forces quarterbacks into mistakes almost routinely. Analysts who have previewed practice sessions claim that the chemistry between Young and the team's established stars is already sparking flashes of brilliance, with synchronized drills demonstrating timing, awareness, and instinctual positioning that fans can only dream of seeing on game day. While skepticism remains in some quarters about whether a single player can truly alter the fortunes of an entire defensive unit, insiders insist that Young's arrival could mark the beginning of an era defined by relentless disruption, strategic genius, and defensive swagger that could dominate headlines and conversation for months, if not years. Meanwhile, speculation has grown over how this acquisition could influence the Cowboys' broader roster moves, with insiders hinting at potential shifts that might not yet be visible to the casual observer. Rumors indicate that management is considering further reinforcements along the defensive line, believing that a cohesive unit surrounding Young would amplify his impact exponentially. Fans are buzzing with debate about which existing players might benefit the most from Young's presence, theorizing about potential position changes, rotational strategies, and even leadership dynamics within the locker room. Some suggest that Young's influence could transcend the defensive front entirely, inspiring linebackers and secondary players to elevate their performance in response to the heightened intensity and expectation. The energy surrounding the Cowboys camp is palpable, with insiders noting that team morale, competitive spirit, and locker room culture have all been infused with a newfound sense of purpose and ambition since Young's arrival. Social media chatter has transformed into near-mythical storytelling, as supporters and commentators alike build narratives around anticipated matchups, legendary sacks, and moments of defensive mastery that could become staples of highlight reels for years to come. There's also a growing buzz about the psychological impact of Young joining the Cowboys, with experts suggesting that his mere presence on the field could alter offensive play calling before the ball is even snapped. Rumors from within opposing teams' circles indicate that coordinators are already rethinking their strategies, knowing that facing Young means recalibrating protection schemes, adjusting snap timing, and anticipating pressure that comes with exceptional speed and power. Fans have been sharing theories about how his combination of athleticism, intelligence, and sheer physicality could create a domino effect, influencing playbooks, coaching decisions, and even draft strategies in upcoming seasons. Stories have emerged of casual observers at practice sessions being struck by Young's relentless drive, his almost uncanny ability to predict offensive maneuvers, and the commanding presence he brings to the field, turning ordinary drills into masterclasses in defensive anticipation. As whispers evolve into confident assertions, the narrative of the Cowboys as a team poised for a defensive renaissance grows more vivid, with Young positioned as both the catalyst and the centerpiece of this ambitious reimagining of what it means to dominate an NFL game from the trenches. Off-field conversations have also become a hotbed of speculation, as rumors suggest that Young's presence could influence everything from merchandising to fan engagement, creating a ripple effect across the franchise that extends far beyond the playing surface. Analysts are hinting that the Cowboys might leverage his high profile to rejuvenate brand campaigns, create immersive fan experiences, and foster a culture of excitement and anticipation that aligns with the team's defensive reinvention. Pundits speculate that Young could become a cornerstone of marketing narratives, a face of resilience and power, drawing attention from casual fans and hardcore followers alike. Social media is already flooded with mock jerseys, highlight clips, and heated debates over which game moments will define Young's legacy with the Cowboys. Within this swirl of excitement, insiders emphasize that the real story lies not in publicity or hype, but in the tangible impact Young could have when the lights shine brightest and the pressure is most intense, a reality that could elevate the Cowboys to a level of dominance previously considered aspirational. The combination of on-field prowess and off-field influence seems poised to create a multi-dimensional effect, transforming not just defensive strategy, but the very culture of the franchise. Finally, speculation continues to mount about the long-term implications of Young's presence, with commentators pondering scenarios that could redefine expectations for defensive performance across the league. Analysts are tossing around ideas about record-breaking sack totals, defensive metrics previously thought unattainable, and moments that could become enshrined in NFL lore, all anchored by Young's disruptive talent. The locker room buzz, insider chatter, and fan speculation paint a picture of a franchise ready to seize momentum, leverage strategic brilliance, and establish a new standard for excellence. As rumors swirl about potential adjustments to practice regimens, rotational strategies, and game day lineups, one thing is clear. The Cowboys are signaling a commitment to defensive dominance, and Young stands at the very heart of that message. Conversations online suggest that this could be a turning point, a defining chapter in the franchise's ongoing story, with Young's impact reverberating far beyond statistics and scores. Whether it's the energy in the locker room, the excitement on social media, or the strategic recalibrations across the league, the buzz is unanimous. The Cowboys have made a move that could shake the foundations of the NFL, and the world is watching with bated breath as this narrative continues to unfold. Whispers around the league suggest that the true extent of Chase Young's influence on the Dallas Cowboys might not yet be fully understood, with insiders claiming that his impact will ripple across every layer of the defensive unit in ways that are both immediate and profound. Observers are speculating that his relentless pursuit of quarterbacks, combined with a keen understanding of offensive tendencies, could force opposing teams to rethink their entire game plan weeks before kickoff. Analysts note that Young's presence could inspire an almost contagious level of intensity, with teammates pushing themselves to match his focus, aggression, and instinctual awareness. Fans are already imagining scenarios in which the Cowboys' defensive line becomes a near-impenetrable wall, a unit so synchronized and aggressive that quarterbacks are left with no safe options, scrambling under relentless pressure that feels unending. Conversations in sports media, forums, and casual chats suggest that Young might not just change individual games, but shift the entire perception of what a defensive powerhouse can look like, turning the Cowboys into a team feared for its ability to disrupt, dominate, and dictate outcomes before offenses even have a chance to react. The excitement is palpable, with speculation transforming into confident assertions that the Cowboys' defensive identity is on the verge of being revolutionized in a way that will echo for years. Rumors have also been swirling about the strategic ingenuity that the Cowboys' coaching staff is reportedly deploying to maximize Young's extraordinary skill set. Insiders hint at multiple new defensive schemes, tailored blitz packages, and innovative alignments specifically designed to exploit his combination of speed, power, and tactical awareness. Analysts have speculated that Young could act as a force multiplier, making other defensive players more effective simply by commanding attention and altering offensive decisions with his mere presence. Social media is ablaze with theories about how Young might interact with linebackers, safeties, and cornerbacks, creating a domino effect of pressure, confusion, and mistakes that could become a defining feature of the Cowboys season. Fans and commentators alike are theorizing about matchups in which Young's disruptive potential could single-handedly change the momentum of games, forcing narrative-defining moments that will dominate highlight reels and sports discussions for weeks. Within the organization, sources suggest that the energy in the locker room has shifted, with players reportedly motivated not just by their own performance, but by the presence of a teammate capable of elevating the entire squad to levels of intensity rarely seen in professional football. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The chatter surrounding Young's impact extends beyond immediate defensive tactics, spilling into speculation about how his arrival could influence the Cowboys' recruitment and roster strategies moving forward. Rumors indicate that management might explore additional reinforcements along the defensive front to build a unit capable of fully capitalizing on Young's unique skill set. Fans are eagerly debating which positions could see rotation adjustments, who might be moved to optimize synergy, and how Young's presence could impact the team's long-term planning. Analysts suggest that his arrival may spark a cultural shift within the organization, where the expectation of relentless excellence becomes embedded in daily routines, practice intensity, and overall team ethos. Conversation suggests that Young's influence could extend to mentoring younger players, shaping attitudes, and instilling a mindset of dominance that becomes self-perpetuating, creating a cycle of improvement and ambition that carries through every level of the defensive unit. The rumor mill is alive with excitement, painting a picture of a franchise on the cusp of a defensive renaissance, one in which the impact of a single transformative talent could resonate for years to come. Off the field, speculation continues to intensify about the ways in which Chase Young might shape the broader culture of the Dallas Cowboys organization, with analysts hinting that his presence could elevate everything from fan engagement to media attention. Reports suggest that marketing campaigns, merchandise releases, and fan interactions might be strategically amplified to highlight Young's arrival, transforming him into a symbol of strength, disruption, and defensive excellence. Online communities are buzzing with anticipation, sharing mock highlight reels, fantasy scenarios, and debates over which games will showcase Young's potential to its fullest. Some insiders hint that his personality, leadership, and work ethic might become as influential as his physical talents, inspiring teammates and energizing fans in equal measure. Observers speculate that this convergence of talent, marketing, and cultural impact could redefine the franchise's public image, creating a multi-layered presence that extends far beyond the field. As these rumors circulate, excitement builds around the idea that Young could become the linchpin of a narrative that blends athletic mastery, strategic innovation, and fan enthusiasm, all converging to redefine what it means to be a Cowboy in the modern NFL. In addition, conversations around the league suggest that opposing teams are already recalibrating their expectations, knowing that facing the Cowboys now means preparing for a player capable of changing the dynamics of every snap. Rumors hint that offensive coordinators are redesigning protection schemes, adjusting pre-snap reads, and planning contingency plays to counter Young's speed, strength, and ability to anticipate their moves. Analysts speculate that this heightened level of preparation could create a ripple effect, influencing not only game planning, but also player development, draft strategy, and even broader league trends. Fans have been theorizing about how Young's dominance might force quarterbacks into hurried decisions, alter the rhythm of offenses, and produce moments of dramatic, game-altering impact. Observers suggest that the narrative surrounding the Cowboys could shift from one of potential to one of fearsome reality, as the anticipation of Young's presence becomes a psychological factor that reverberates well before the ball is snapped. Rumor and speculation intermingle with real strategic considerations, creating a complex tapestry in which the arrival of one player might reverberate across the entire league, shifting perceptions, altering approaches, and redefining standards for defensive excellence. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.